You're a Canadian company using Sage 100, and you're trying to figure out what options you have to record US dollar transactions in addition to your usual Canadian dollar transactions. Since standard Sage 100 does not have any multi-currency built in, what options do you have? Option 1. If you have only a few US dollar transactions and aren't concerned with standard profitability reports showing mixed dollars, you may be able to get away with using landed cost in the purchase order module and a lot of journal entries to keep up with the currency exchange differences. This video doesn't focus on this option. It's a lot of work and will really only be an option if the volume of US dollar transactions is limited. Option 2. You can use DSD's multi-currency enhancements to take care of everything. The enhancements are sold per module and function very much as part of Sage 100 so that the user can hardly tell whether something is part of standard Sage 100 or part of the multi-currency enhancements. You can have an unlimited number of currencies. You decide how frequently you want to update exchange rates. There is an option for downloading manually or automatically, but we find that most of our customers want to choose the rate that makes sense for them and therefore update the rates manually on their own schedule. When setting up customers or vendors, you have the option to set them up with the default currency, whether that currency can be changed at data entry time, as well as whether the exchange rate can be manually changed for individual transactions. When entering an invoice, for example, you have the option of changing the currency code and the exchange rate. The currency code is set based on the customer's default currency. If the option was enabled, you have the choice of changing the exchange rate. The currency rate is set based on the invoice date. Similar to an invoice, when the payment is processed, the exchange rate is set based on the deposit date or check date. When an invoice is settled with a cash receipt for customers or checks for vendors, any difference in exchange rate will result in an exchange gain or loss, and this will be posted to the appropriate GL account. When working in the GL, you have the option to reconcile an account in either Canadian dollars or US dollars. For example, you need to know your bank balance in both US dollars and Canadian dollars. Using the American concept of FASB 52, we can establish the FASB 52 currency as US dollars. So, with the drop-down option on the right-hand side of the account inquiry window, which is also printable, you can change the balances displayed from base currency, Canadian dollars, or FASB 52 currency, US dollars. A key report in the multi-currency module is the unrealized gain or loss report. It will compare outstanding invoices in non-base currency at the exchange rate that the invoice was entered at and the month-end exchange rate to determine what the unrealized gain or loss is at the end of the month. Thanks for watching. For more information on the multi-currency modules, please reach out to our support team at websupport@munchowhite.com or visit our website at munchowhite.com/solutions/sage100.